Now, before I begin, I'm going to give them to y'all first. But this is pertaining to the hadiths about Moosa alayhi salam being black and Jesus alayhi salam being black, and about the position of the muwaddin, he should be from the Africans. All in hadith. We're going to read from this paper real quick, inshallah. But we'll just read through these hadiths, inshallah, from the top and go through them, inshallah. You see it has the Arabic and the English, so it ain't just English, whereas, somebody just wrote that. It's Arabic, English, and it has the hadith where it's at. Okay? We'll just go from the top. If this information wasn't important, then our Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wouldn't have mentioned it, right? Everything he says is revelation. So let's see his description of the Prophet Moosa alayhi salam and Jesus alayhi salam. I'm surprised to see what I found. So there was a person who was looking for these hadiths and wanted to know what Moses looked like, wanted to know what Jesus looked like. And he said he was surprised at what he found out. Okay? Y'all should be on the edge of your seat right now. They are authentic hadiths from Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhaari, and the Musnad of Imam Ahmad. The Arabic will be provided. Okay? So, from the Musnad of Imam Ahmad, hadith number 3365. They give you the number and everything. So if you want to look it up, Google it, you can find it. It says, I saw Moosa alayhi salam, and he was a dark-skinned man. Now the Arabic says, وَرَأَيْتُ Moosa ashamu Aadam. Look at the last word. وَرَأَيْتُ Moosa ashama Aadam. Adam. You see that at the end? Let me show you what Adam looks like. This is Adam. Those who are in the Arabic class, here's Aleph, Adam, Adama, Aleph, Dal, Meen, Adam. This is how you write Adam in Arabic. And guess what? Adam means black. Right? This right there on the paper, ain't it? I didn't write this. I didn't put the Arabic together. This is from Sahih Hadith. So Moosa was a dark-skinned, black-skinned man. Got the hadith, don't you? Moses was black. Okay? The next hadith. As for Moses, Moosa, he was a black-skinned man with very curly hair. The Arabic, Amma Moosa farajulun Adam Jadda. He was a man that was black, Jadda. Very dark-skinned man. Very black-skinned man with curly hair. That's what Moses looked like. So these are two hadiths. Al-Qurtubi, the famous interpreter of the Quran. So this is the tafsir of the Quran. Those who do the commentary of the Quran. The famous interpreter of the Quran says, when talking about Moosa alayhi salam, about his appearance, he says, Moosa was extremely dark brown in skin color. Moosa was extremely dark brown in skin color. This is what he said. Al-Tabari says in the tafsir about Moosa's signs. Remember, Moosa had 9 signs when he went to Pharaoh of his hand turning white. Now, one of the signs was that his hand turned white. And he said this was a miracle. What was so profound about his hand turning white is because he was black. So when he put his hand in this thing and brought it out, it was white. They're like, oh man, he went from black to white. Let's read it. It said, according to what we were told, Moosa alayhi salam was black-skinned, and Allah made Moses' hand turning white without being affected by leprosy, a sign for him. So it wasn't leprosy and he had a skin disease, but Allah made it white as a sign for the people. Ka'ana Moosa, right? Adam, again, Adam, if you look at the Arabic, Adam is in there again. The tafsir of the same verse by Al-Baydawi, another person of tafsir. So these are 3 different tafsirs. He says, it is related that Moosa alayhi salam was black-skinned. he put his hand in his pocket or under his armpit and took it out, and it became white. So he was black. And what are the signs of Pharaoh? Because Pharaoh was black too. Because they were in Egypt. Right? So Pharaoh had to be black because remember, Moosa alayhi salam, his mama put him in the water because they were killing the firstborn sons. If he was white, he couldn't have hid with the Pharaoh's people. He couldn't have hid in the household. So he had to look just like them. So when he was in the sea and whatnot, and he was in the little box, and it says Pharaoh's sister found him, and she took him and brought him into the household of Pharaoh, he had to look like the people of Pharaoh. And the people of Pharaoh were Egyptians. Egypt is where? Where's Egypt at? What continent? Fatima. Africa. So every other time they would say Africans is black, you African booty scratcher, you. Right? Every time else they want to talk about it like that, right? Huh? But then when you watch the Ten Commandments, they want them to look like something else. Right? Okay, here's the Hadith. Not my words, but the Hadith. Let's continue. What about Jesus alayhi salam? This is the last one. What about Isa alayhi salam? What did the Prophet say about the appearance of Jesus alayhi salam? Long Hadith by Ibn Umar. Ibn Umar was the son of Umar, who was the second Khalifa. He was the second person in charge. So his son said this. His son. Ibn Umar, radiallahu anh, said, no, I swear by Allah. So therefore he said, Wallahi. Wallahi. He's swearing by Allah. So what did Ibn Umar say? Now remember, in Islam, you can't swear on Allah and be playing with it. Now this is one of the Sahabas who made an oath. He says, no, I swear by Allah that the Prophet Isa alayhi salam, that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not say that Jesus was light-skinned, but he said, while I was asleep, I was walking around the Kaaba when I saw a black-skinned man with straight hair between two men. I asked who the man was, and I was told that he was Isa, Jesus, the son of Mary. Narrated what? Sahih Bukhaari. Now we know Sahih Bukhaari is the most authentic book after the Quran. Well-known fact. The most authentic book after the Quran is Sahih Bukhaari. And in Sahih Bukhaari, we have a hadith where one of the Sahabas is swearing by Allah. Wallahi. So if we go into the Arabic, it says what? Rajulun Adam. Again, Rajulun Adam. He was a man who was Adam, black. Jesus. Okay? Adam means black. This is Adam. This is the Arabic word for Adam. Al-Daleel Prince wrote, everything in the hadiths are important. The question is, if it isn't important, why did the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam speak about it in great detail? Some will say, oh, but that's not important. We don't need to talk about that. Let's talk about the 5 pillars. But the thing is, if you think that Jesus looks like something else, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam telling us, the Sahabas is telling us, Wallahi, he ain't this, he don't look like this. Wallahi, he looks like this. So if he comes, you might miss him. Huh? See the trick of shaitan. He said that shaitan will flip-flop you. That which is good, he'll make it bad. That which is bad, he'll make it seem good. They made us think that black was bad. So anything black, you won't even believe it. Got people hating their own self. Man, Jesus ain't black, man, you crazy, man. Man, crazy. Hating your own self. Man, I'm not black, man, I ain't brown, I'm caramel color. Got you even thinking that, don't call you black. Man, I'm not black. You are black. I'm not black, I'm light-skinned, I'm caramel color, I'm toffee. Had us hating our own selves, man. Real talk. Brainwashed us. Brainwashed us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the best of you in the sight of Allah are those who have the most taqwa. When Daleel ibn Rabah, he came to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there was one of the slaves And they were making fun of him. And he said, oh, you son of a black woman. You son of a black woman. And he felt real bad. He went to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, don't feel bad, because 4 of the best men were black. Luqman, Moosa, they were black. Zayd ibn Haritha, who was the adopted son, was black. Usama bin Zayd was black. Because prophets, messengers were sent to every nation, talking about the skin color appearance is a good thing, in my opinion. It shows that Islam was diverse from the get-go. Anyway, a lot of Arabs were black-skinned. Just look at the vast majority of Yemenis today compared to other Arabs around the Middle East. Because remember, the Yemenis, they come from the lineage of Ishmael, from the lineage of Kedar. Kedar means black. They come from the ancestors of Adnan. And then from Adnan, they go into the Qurayshi. The Yemenis, remember we talked about the Queen of Sheba. The Queen of Sheba, her empire included Yemen. Her empire, Sudan, Somalia, Ethiopia, Yemen, and even southern parts of Saudi Arabia.